All right. First, I gotta start off with party favorite. It's a cross between this is Cherry Springs, Florida oranges and pink lemonade. This is a really good strain right here. It's low THC. It's about 16%. It's nice. I think it's a hybrid. So good morning. Um, I guess today I want to talk about a shift and tone and a lot of things. So, introduction. Um, Sometimes we go through life and people don't know the full story of who we are. They don't even know our ideologies all the way. They don't know what we believe in. How could they? We're all in these weird social spaces. But recently, for me, I've had to come to grips with really showing people who I am. So, who I am is a person who likes philosophy, art, science, beautiful things, music, technology, people. But more importantly, I like philosophy and what it is to understand people and psychology. Case in point, because I'm trying to understand who I am. I mean, I don't come from Silver Spoon. I come from Chicago. I come from 79th and Oglesby. People still die there to this day. Terrortown for some people if they don't know what that is. Yeah, but even when it's not there, I've lived in probably none of the best parts of Chicago. I mean, now I do, but didn't used to. You know, I think about more than reality TV, what the latest rap song is, the latest drip is. Um, I think about more than even who we trying to vote for in this next election or who the hell we're voting for. You mean if president's on the verge of dying every day and you can't find Kamala Harris anywhere. So yeah. Um yeah, in this world we just need more understanding. So I'm really big into philosophy. A big change and a shift in that my younger years. I just immersed myself in a lot of academic things from chess to academic decathlon to the policy debate, book club. Literally even have trophies. I mean, I won city for debate. 2006, I won the city. Chicago's a big city. Winning debate in Chicago is harder than you would probably think. And also coming from a school that they didn't even think was supposed to win. It's almost impossible. But people don't know about that. That's a huge intellectual hurdle when you start to really understand, like in life, how people look at you as a black man. You know, I was in spaces black people don't really get to. Even past that, I went into different other programs. Went about youth about business. It took me to New York. I went to Wall Street. I got to meet some of the CEOs in Deutsche Bank, talk to them, ask them questions, understand who they are. Got to actually see Wall Street. Got to actually see the scenes from Wolf on Wall Street, what it really looks in there, to really understand it. Yeah, they really are in there doing cocaine, like, and making a lot of money. I think at the time, he was a guy. He was like 23, already hitting seven figures. You know this nigga wild. So yeah, seen shit like that. Been to Mexico, and when I went to Mexico, I was able to speak at the time, speak the language. So I stayed with a family for about a week. Didn't need a translator. Didn't need Google Translate because I can speak Spanish. Believe it or not, ¿cómo estás? De nada, que all that. So, sí. Yeah, there's that. And on top of that, when you gather all that knowledge, you use that knowledge. So I used that when it came to jobs and things. So I never really had a normal job until I chose to have a retail job or something like that. I think I first started off in IT, like building computers and Tech 37 to even IT work at my school, old college. All of it. So I say to say is there's just going to be a shift on this channel. Yeah, it's going to be some boxing still, but ultimately it's going to be about looking at the world through a different way and how I look at the world, how I actually process the world, how I look at politics, how I look at dating, how I look at art, how I look at music. So I even had to change the name. Because at some point it was a kiddie name, kiddish name, weird name, but people come to me and for counsel, certain things like that. And it's just time to take it seriously. Either way, the most important thing that I just want to spread is that my value is knowledge. I value knowledge a lot because I think that knowledge gets you out of a lot of situations and also it makes you understand people in a better way. And last thing we need is not understanding anybody, more disconnection. So this channel is probably going to lean more into those philosophical arguments, not even just discussions and things like that, and discussions about more things, substance. Occasional weed reviews. And since we're this far, we're just gonna make this an impromptu weed review because this Cherry Springs hit. I do want to tell people about something. This is off topic. Weed. Weed is the greatest. Let me tell you why. At 26 or 25, I started smoking cigarettes. Newports heavy. Green box all day. Maybe 2-3 packs in a week. Just personal shit. Destroying myself. Yeah. That's all it really does in Newports. They just destroy you. And so I lived in Ohio for a little bit. Weed wasn't legal there. Weed didn't become legal here, actually, in Chicago, where I'm at until 2020. So, shit. Once it did become legal, though, it helped me quit. I never, man, I don't know, it's been almost 3 years since I didn't smoke a cigarette. But anyway, weed is important. But the important thing about weed is don't always focus on the highest THC level. I know people have that tendency to always look like, oh, it's got to be 30%. It's not always like that. Weed is about what resonates with your body, and it's almost like a spiritual thing in a sense because it how it affects you is different per person. We're not always gonna have the same effect. Yeah, this Cherry Springs hit. Um, Obviously, I propose weed over smoking any day. I mean, weed over drinking. Sorry about that. So yeah, little things about me now. Now I'm in a point in life where I do work at a place that is like the McDonald's of weed. Just think about it. I literally do orders and they come out like McDonald's. Just serving people weed all day. It's wild. But the great part is every weekend I get free weed. So clockwork. I surprisingly went from used to having to scrounge around for nugs in the couch to now I'm tripping over weed, extracts, live sugars and shit like that. They're trying to get this damn pack open. Oh my god. I hate plastic sometimes. This next one is Wilson Zero. Had a little haul last night. Saturday was pretty busy. But I love Saturdays that go fast. This one, Wilson Zero. Oh, yeah, so basically what I'm saying is don't over let the THC level discourage you from getting the weed. I mean, I would try it out anyway, and it tastes really good too. You have to understand something sometimes is that the terpenes and those other characteristics can also affect the weed and affect your mood, and that plays a part. So, that's why I do like smoking different strains. Even still, I don't really look at the number. I just look more so at the strain. Just what it does. Got some Rollins over here too. Kind of excited to hit that up later. I know that's more of a sativa leaning hit, but it's crossed with a Landrace, I think. Something else. I've been excited to hit this. It's funny. I predicted this shit was gonna be in the bag last night. But here we got a lemon sorbet cart. Keep a vape on me. It's essential. You gotta do it like on the fly. Just yeah, pretty much. Yeah. While I'm getting this ready on the daily, yeah. So I just want to let people know I'm more so about arts and philosophy and growing every day. Just take some time to grow your mind, I say. You know, especially as a black man. They never really expect us to be as smart as anything, you know. Especially if you're from the hood. They really don't expect you to be as smart as anything. Um, they expect you just to know what you know. Surprising. Break the mold. Break the expectations. I love destroying people's expectations, exceeding them too. exceeded my own shit. Really, it's just me against me at this point. But all is important. We're not doing lighter this time. We're doing matches. It's gross. Keep this shit around. Get that natural smoke. Nothing like it. Yeah, so I really want to push the whole thing that ultimately like this. Learn and grow your mind, learn and grow, get a hobby. So many people do not have hobbies. I don't know what it is. I run into too many people that don't have hobbies. They do not do anything outside of work. Letting your whole life revolve around work is just shit ain't it. It's Wilson Zero Head. So yeah. You know. Mhm. Nothing like a calm strain before work. What's on my shoulders? It's in my head. I have a deep appreciation for music. So yeah. Um, I think music is one of those things that the world needs. Can't live without it. I have to listen to it every day. And I think it's important that you listen to different types of music just to get different types of perspectives and other and genres understanding. But yeah, that's I'll probably talk about that in a different video. I think more so I just wanted this to be repurposing, just explaining little things about myself. Explaining that I love a lot of funny things. I mean, I grew up with South Park, all the most. I mean, I'm a child of the '90s. I grew up in the most brutal time you can grow up in when it comes to like comedy and expressing yourself in the most rude and raunchiest of ways. So I'm no stranger to any of it. Um, it's a little bit how I speak sometimes, but just know there is intelligence behind how I move. There is meaning to behind how I move. There is a reason behind what I do. Um, Nothing I do is not really nothing. But either way, yeah. So once again, we're gonna change the name, be a little bit more serious, and do more weed reviews, especially because I work in the industry. And yeah. Anyway, y'all enjoy y'all. Sunday I have to go serve the city. Drugs. It per usual. Today I'll be safe.